Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
You'll be chairman or anything?
No, because when Floyd come back, he lock up all the money. You know what I'm saying? All the money locked up with him, and it's not many paydays out there for other fighters that need to, make a living for themselves.
So you think he's done? He's conscious.
I think he should. I think he should be. I think he should be being one of the black fighters that should buy one of the sanctioning bodies and being one of the person that owns a belt and sanctioning body.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Box for Boxing. Nah, you guys heard the audio, man. You guys see the title. Kid Chocolate, man. Crazy stuff, man. He talks about Floyd Mayweather owning a sanctioning body. And this is a really big deal, man. He talks about either buying a sanctioning body that already exists, a pre-existing one, like the WBA, WBO, IBF, or WBC, or just whole cloth creating a whole new sanctioning body. And this is a great move if Floyd Mayweather decides to do this, man. Now, if you guys didn't know, man, Kid Chocolate, one of the big superstars over there at PBC, man. The guy only has one KO loss, or TKO, really. I still think that was a really sketch loss he took from Daniel Jacobs. The way they started the fight, the guy was never dropped. He was buzzed, but at the time, Kid Chocolate was an undefeated unified middleweight champion at the time. And the fact that they stopped the fight out of nowhere, just because he got wobbled, ridiculous, right? Middleweight division is known for power punchers, right? David Lemieux, power puncher. Triple G, power puncher. Kid Chocolate himself is a power puncher. So, to see a power puncher get hit by another power puncher and one of them get wobbled is not really a shock, right? But anyway, man, Kid Chocolate talks about how Al Heyman, basically talked about the business model, man. He compares the NBA to what Al Heyman is doing with PBC, man. He basically talks about PBC being like a platform, and people with their own promotions are being like their own managers, right? And then within your own promotion, you have your fighters within your promotion, right, as being the teammates, right? And he basically talks about how that's a really great platform for fighters who have their own promotion company to have fighters underneath them, to really give them a platform so they can really expand and have more opportunities in the sport of boxing. Now, Kid Chocolate talking about Floyd Mayweather buying a sanctioning body, it makes sense, man. Or creating a new one, it makes sense. People talk about all the time. I heard a lot of people talking about that Al Heyman should make their own belt, like the PBC belt, and it's not too far fetched, man. It's not too far fetched. The thing is, PBC has so many fighters, and they have so much talent, and even now, Floyd Mayweather is so connected, he could easily buy a sanctioning body or just whole cloth make one. And I really think he could just make one whole cloth, and then people really be on board with it, right? All he has to do is pay some of these older fighters a little bit of money or whatever to sign, some kind of acknowledgement of the belt to make it more legitimate, right? There's a lot of legendary fighters alive, right? You got Thomas the Hitman Turns, he's still alive, he could sign it. You got Marvin Hagler, he could sign it. You got Bernard Hopkins, he could sign it. R.J. Ward, you got just a plethora of fighters. I mean, I can keep going on and on all day. Roy Jones Jr. You can have so many of these. Mike Tyson, George Foreman. You can have all these old fighters who are still alive, who are legends in the sport, really to get behind his belt. Because the thing is, there is no belt that's an American. That's really an American belt that's made by a fighter. And it's about that time, man. It's about that time that these belts actually represent who they're really the core, and the core is the boxers, right? I'm tired of all these suit and tie people, these sanctioned bodies really representing these fighters when they never even laced up a glove ever, right? The ABC, president, never laced up gloves. Same thing with all the other organizations. I mean, I can keep going down a list. But the fact is, we really need to have these fighters take control of the sport. And let's be honest, the reason why the sport is what it is right now is because people, the fighters, stepped outside their career and really stepped up and became promoters, right? Like Oscar De La Hoya, like a Floyd Mayweather, and really changed the sport of boxing. You know, that being said, man, I really would love to see a sanctioned body created by Floyd Mayweather Jr. It makes sense a lot of sense. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. You know, I'll link in the description, man. You know, Peter Quillin has a really good interview breakdown. I really enjoyed it, and he talked about it, man. This is a really big deal because Peter Quillin, he's an insider, man. He's an insider in the PBC series. He's an insider. I'm pretty sure he had conversations with Al Heyman. So Peter Quillin talking about possibly purchasing a sanctioning body or creating one, it seems reasonable, and it seems like he has the inside info, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. You know, this will be a huge deal if this happens, because at that point, the sport of boxing, they thought that it was already over because Al Heyman has so many fighters. But if he starts getting his own sanctioning bodies, I mean, that's just everything, right? That's basically a complete monopoly, right? Because I'm not sure if Al Heyman could own a sanctioning body, because he's not really a promoter. He has PBC, which is the platform, but you know, we'll see. It's either that Floyd Mayweather will buy it or Al Heyman will buy it. I think it'd be safer to make Floyd Mayweather buy it, just because sanctioning bodies, they actually sort of promote the fight just by having a champion in the first place, and that's the whole point of having the belt, to have more prestige in your name, and it gives you that extra boost to become a superstar. So that being said, you know, I think a fighter might have to own a sanctioning body. We'll see how everything goes, though. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm pretty sure they can figure out some loopholes or whatever. We'll see. It's either Al Heyman's going to own it or Floyd Mayweather. That makes the most sense to me. Floyd Mayweather, love him or hate him, he's the most successful, one of the most successful athletes in sport boxing, one of the highest paid athletes. You know, he broke all the records, and you know, his name is just, it's undeniable, and he took boxing to a whole nother level. You know, so that being said, man, I would really love this to happen. I think it'd be great for the sport of boxing. You know, belts being made all the time. You know, they got the IBO belt. They really trying to push that as a world title belt. But I really think a whole new belt by an actual legend makes more sense, right? Floyd Mayweather is just the cream of the crop, period. You know, let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.